Hey, the first time I powered on the Skywave X60, it wasn't just louder. The room changed. This is for the person who's watched movies or played games and thought, there's something missing, that moment where you can see the action but the sound just doesn't match it. Before anything else, take a second to check the current price and stock. Systems with real Atmos immersion and true low-end presence don't hang around at great prices for long. You know that subtle disappointment, when a big explosion lands but feels flat, or footsteps don't really move around you. That tiny disconnect between what's on screen and what you feel in the room is the cue you've outgrown plain soundbars. You've moved past tolerating average audio and you're ready for something that actually pulls you in. From the first scene you watch with this setup, everything feels wider, deeper, and more alive. Dolby Atmos and the 7.1.4 configuration don't just add channels, they add space. Sound lifts off the screen, moves overhead, and surrounds you with real motion. That 840 watts doesn't just push volume, it fills the room with clarity, power, and nuance. Once you feel that kind of presence, ordinary sound starts to feel like a distant echo compared to what you know you can have. Imagine a late-night movie where rain doesn't just fall, it wraps the room. Imagine a car chase where engines move past you instead of being stuck in front. Picture music that booms and breathes because the wireless 8" sub hits low and tight instead of thin and timid. That's not random, that's what happens when every channel is tuned to respond to the content instead of just playing it back. And if you're thinking maybe I'll just stick with what I have a bit longer, notice this: every time you go back to basic audio after hearing something immersive, you feel the gap immediately. That's loss aversion. Once you've experienced dimensional sound, flat playback feels like less instead of good enough. You don't want to go back. One surprise benefit most people don't expect until they actually live with it: the way the system stays composed even when things get intense. You hit a big scene, and everything remains articulate, no distortion, no shrillness, no muddiness, just controlled impact. That calm confidence becomes part of your experience. You don't manage the sound, you enjoy it. You hear motion around you, you feel bass that actually lands, you enjoy dialogue that stays clear, you sense presence, not just loudness, you take pride in how it performs. It's not bulky or messy, it's not weak on volume at a certain point, endless comparisons just slow you down. You've lived with flat sound long enough to know the difference between hearing and feeling. You know what it's like when audio finally matches the energy of what's on screen: immersive, powerful, and real. And once you've felt that difference, delaying it only feels like postponing the best part of your watching experience. So if you're ready to stop settling for audio that just plays and step into audio that moves you, check that price, check availability, and make the call. The Skywave X60 doesn't just output sound, it brings your media to life.